Hello techies. Welcome to our brand new video series focused on helping you get the most of your experiences in life. Before we start the video, let's know about Upptalk. Upptalk is a live, interactive platform for software training, furnishing robust personalities who could take on universal business platforms. In this tutorial video we will talk about Salesforce FSL. Salesforce Field Service Lightning, FSL, is a cloud-based software platform that helps companies manage the customer service and field service operations of their business. FSL provides tools and features to streamline the scheduling and dispatching of technicians, automate asset and inventory management, and integrate with other Salesforce applications. This helps businesses to improve customer experience, increase efficiency, and reduce costs. Here are the topics covered in this video. Field Service, Dispatcher Console, Global and in-day optimization, Optimizations and custom actions, Service crews, Maintenance plan. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel to know more about such interesting technologies. Watch other videos in our Upptalk channel. For more information, contact us at sales@upptalk.com. Let's get started.
Okay, so let me start from scratch. So what is field service lightning? As I have already said, it is a comprehensive view of Service Cloud, basically. So it's a Salesforce product that connects with the customers, and it is workflows and products on a single platform which will deliver the exceptional on-site services. Means it is actually it is kind of a field technician works. It means suppose if some issue is somebody if already you are a Service Cloud consultant, you know that case is generated by a customer, and based on the case priority from the customer desk, people are picking up that case, support team picking up that case and working on that case itself. So what is happening in field service? Based on the case priority or case severity, few of the tasks will be generated, which is actually named as work order in field service lightning. And based on that work order, what is happening? That task will be assigned to specific resources. It's like you will create you can create an user and make that user as a service resource. That service resource will be working as a field technician, and he will go to that customer's place, customer's house, and then he will provide the on-site services. He's a field technician, and it also had a mobile offline capability. He can accept the job which is assigned to him by a field service admin. I will come to that, and that specific job, he will accept it based on, and the job which will be assigned to that specific service resource, it definitely should match to his skills. Without skills, that job should not be assigned to a service resource randomly. It's not possible. It is not possible. If skill will match, if the territory will match, suppose that specific job is specific case is getting generated from an area of Newark, and then what is happening, and that in that vicinity, that service territory, that service resources will be found out, and based on their skill, optimum skill of means it's a job is running in the backend. It is called optimizations. Based on that optimization job, it will picking at that actual appropriate service resource and assign that job into that service resource, so that he can work on that job and give them satisfied services. So like it is basically provides the customer support team. It is basically intelligently delegate the work to a field service technicians. Everything is happened via field service engines, which is actually managed by Salesforce in the backend. So it provides the customer support team a chance to intelligently delegate work to a field service technicians and monitor them constantly. And also, field service lightning, it is enabling them to handle the customer records and data in the field from within the Salesforce. Okay, so what will happen is like if It has some licensing requirements, that's fine, but definitely it is handling the customer records and data within the Salesforce only. So FSL give you the ability to bring together three important elements of a business who provide on field service. Means like it will provide the customers product and workforce. These three things, it will actually bring together these three important elements of a business. It is actually collaboratively provide you the customer service or workforce management, you can say. So if I'll go to the next page, suppose this is the high level process, which I have just explained. Like I am a customer, I'm facing an issue. Suppose in my house, some water leakage is happening in the pipe. Okay. So what is happening? So I'm just giving you an example. Or cable installations, any kind of problem I'm with cable related problem, installation issue I am facing. So what is happening? Being a customer, I have an issue. And what I will do, I will create a case on top of the service, the Salesforce platform. I will just, in the application perspective I'm talking about, it is leveraging the service cloud components like cases. It will play the main role here. So if I'll have an issue, I'm creating a case. When I'm creating a case based on the case severity and based on the case type, then work order will generated. Work order will be generated. Now, if the work order will be generated, then what will happen? I am a customer, so definitely I should have. If I'm taking on-site services, means field technician will come to my house, I need to have my availability, right? Which day? Suppose tomorrow he will come to my house, so I should be free from suppose 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So this time is my preferred time. And in this preferred time, that specific service resource or field technician will come into my house to give the services. That resource should be available. If these three things will match, then he will come, that service resource will be delegated to that work orders. Means that work order job, he will be taking care of that job. So Salesforce means field service lightning giving you one functionality, which is booking appointment. So what can I do? Being a customer, I can book the customer appointment. I have the feasibility to give my choice that tomorrow or day after tomorrow or next day, I'll be available from this time to this time. And I'll able to see this particular time frame, any service resource or field technicians is available or not. So this flexibility is the out-of-box functionality which field service is providing to you, being a customer. Now what will happen? Now case is created, work order has been generated, service resource found out, means technicians found out. Now everything is fine. Now what will happen in the backend? Now there is a persona which is called dispatcher, which is actually field service persona. He is actually monitoring and managing all the jobs which is being assigned to that specific territory. So now he will be dispatching that specific means work order or jobs. As of now, I'm taking the name as jobs. Basically, this job is called as service appointment. So dispatcher will dispatching that specific jobs to the service resource. Because service resource, they themselves is not responsible to get that job. Somebody being an admin or being a dispatcher has to manage these services from the backend. So he will just manage the jobs and he will just assign that job to a service resources. Now coming to that field technicians, look at this. See, they are the mobile user. This is the beauty of field service lighting. It has the offline capability. So they can receive the work orders from the dispatcher and they can accept their jobs from the mobile itself. Okay, so they can update the job progress, like it is in progress. I have because suppose I am a field technician, I have just reached to the location, so I can click on that specific from the progress. Means I can update my progress, like I have reached that locations, I have accepted the job, and I have completed the job with the digital signature. So DocuSign is also you can use here, but this is optional. But you can use here. But here also you can capture the digital signature for being a service in field technicians like this. So this is the high level process of field service. So if I'll go to the next things, this is an object model. We can discuss this in the next sessions. So now coming to one thing which is very important, like, okay, so this specific, okay, let me just go to that next one. Yeah, this one, which I have just explained. This is the key players of field service lighting. It's like administrators are there, agents and dispatchers are there, field service agents are there, and customers are there. Means administrator means field service admin. These four personas are the key player of field service lighting. They will get the job assigned when get means how that, okay, let me come to that point. Means being a field service admin, what is the role of field service administrator? So field service administrator, they can configure all the settings of field service lighting, like what is the severity of the work order, which territory it is coming from, it is actually the emergency situation or not, which scheduling policy that needs to be assigned to that specific work order, it is emergency or based on that customer feed means because suppose it is a repeated customer, based on that feedback, that customer will be coming first based on the scheduling policy like this, or it is any kind of means disrupted area. So based on that, field service admin, they will take some actions and they will just configure the field service settings. And the managed package which was installed in the system, that also be upgraded or managed by the administrators only. This is the FSL admin. Sometimes FSL admin and dispatchers, they will play the same role. Means sometimes admin will also dispatch the service appointment to the service resources. So how can I do that? So I will just assign that same permission set to that, like FSL dispatcher to the admin, so that FSL admin can also do that same work. Okay, so a permission set, I'm coming to that point, but let me just explain the key players of FSL. Now I'm coming to that service agents, means the customer desk, means who will accept the case, and based on the case, the work order will be generated. And if the work order will be generated, it will have some subtask. That subtask will be associated to the work orders like this. So that it's the work for service agents. Field service agents are the same thing, that like field service customers means field service technicians. Technicians work is the mainly important thing. So what they will do? 7 steps. It contains 7 steps. Get a job assigned, collect the details required, collect the parts or repair material required for the job, finish the job and log it into the system, then get a confirmations from the customer, then get paid definitely, and go back and update the job status. So these 7 steps are field service like technician, being a field service technicians, they can do it. But the 6th point, point number 6, which I have just mentioned, that get paid. So that is actually not the out-of-box feature which field service provides. This is a customized things. This functionally it is happening, but it is still is in progress. Field service lighting totally not exposed that payment request things, payment thing. How can we capture in the out-of-box field service lighting? It is not. It is still in progress. We need to customize these things. So how does an office work? Then office agent work. These service agents. So office agents, they can collect the work orders as I have mentioned. They can assign the job. Then they can provide the required informations like which customer it is, customer informations from which address it is coming from, then time of availability to the technicians or field service agent, whatever you can say. Then they can provide the parts or repair material required for the job. Then they can update the job status once completed. So this is the work for field service agent. So these are the 4 key players or 4 personas we need to handle while we are developing an application in field service lighting. Now coming to the important thing, what is the capabilities to help service agent or dispatcher? Means basically it is very important they are tracking that status, locations and inventory. And one important thing which is called service report. that they can generate the service report. The service agent people, they can generate the service reports, which will help to provide the better status to the customer and management. That responsibility they can take. So this is the overall FSL thing I can take. Now coming into the optimizations thing, which is a very, very important thing in FSL. Optimizations means, suppose I'm a service resource, sorry, I'm a dispatcher, or I'm an FSL admin in my service territory, which I'm handling. So I have 50 service resources associated with it. So one job is getting created. One case is created. Based on that case, one work order has been generated. And one work order has been generated, then being a field service lightning, I'm confused that out of 50 service resources, how will I filter that? Like which service resource is actually appropriate to get that work order to be assigned and they can provide the services. So definitely I need to pick up. So this filtering happening in the optimization engine, which Salesforce actually develop, and it is a part of managed package. Optimizations will help you to make this service resource ranking or categorizations, like this specific service appointment, it's better to have this service resource will get that service appointment. So what was the parameters to get these rankings happen? To these rankings happen, that skill of that service resource, which territory he is coming from, his previous feedback, which customers gave to them, and then this means SLR, means street level routing thing, means if it is near to the customer locations from where the case is created. So all those 4 parameters that will be actually calculated in the backend based on the optimizations engine, and based on that, that service appointment is getting associated with the service resource. We do not need to have to do anything. Just being a field service admin, we need to go to the field service settings, and from that field service settings, we need to just enable that optimization job, which will run or which will be executed in the backend in daily basis. It's a scheduled job. It will pick up all those service appointments and then started doing the rankings. It will pick up the optimum service resource. So this is the significance of optimization job also. Yeah, so what I'm planning, from tomorrow onwards, the sessions which I'll be taking. So I will create means, okay, you will create a debug and you will install the managed package, enable the field service lighting, and from the scratch, we will do the scenarios.